Hello, friends. It is Tuesday, October the 14th, about 1 p.m. Pacific. Hello, I haven't seen you all. Haven't been on since, September the 26th, I think, Friday. Had family come in. Had 2 nice weeks. Being disconnected. Well, we all know the world was going a little bit more cray-cray than any of us could imagine. And then after family departed, took my time with the weekend to catch up on things. Well, there's actually too much to go into. But as I see it, we need to persevere, and I've said this before in a prior video. We need to remember who we are. I've said this before in another video. And we all need to be encouraged because our numbers are growing. Our brilliance and genius is on display. We must mock them. We must oppose them peacefully. What is taking place is a coup. Forces of our own government are using urban warfare tactics on us for the purpose of trying to get us to stop exercising our First Amendment rights. And we are not going to be silent. We will not consent to this. So, as I said, I spent a couple weeks with family, and it was very purposeful on my part to just disengage and not bring that into the family dynamic and atmosphere. I did, though, have a few conversations. And something I think is important for us to realize. There are people that we know at this point we are not going to reach, and we shouldn't waste our energy with them. There are, however, people, such as some people in my family, who are at that point of shocked silence. They can't engage with it because it is too much for them. No, for us that are fully engaged and simply can't push it away, this seems problematic. But the lesson I learned in talking and listening is that while there are some people that are overwhelmed with the darkness of everything we are in right now, when we present to them the hope for the future, when we ask them what they want to see, that changes the dynamic entirely. In a conversation with a relative, I literally had it said to me that they could not bear it because they had been through too much in their life. And I said, well, don't you want, universal health care, universal education? Don't you want a fair society? And then they perked up. Yes, they do. So the thing that we need to do is encourage those people around us, friends, loved ones, who are still in that crushed silence, to help them realize that in the community we can help get through that together. In the community with each other as we're pressing for what we want the outcome to be and what we want to see in our rejuvenation of democracy are the same things they want. That they are part of the community, that they are welcome. They may not be ready to stand up and march or raise their voice, but they are with us. That's amazingly important for us to help them remember who they are, not to be afraid, not to be crushed by it. And it sounds peculiar in a way to say that we have to help people do something that is so natural to Americans, which is to speak up. But the plain fact is a lot of people, as I said, are just crushed by the regime's psychological warfare. We need to understand that. We need to find methods to help engage them, to help them look towards the positive that will be after this. We're going to make it through this. We're going to make it through this together. Friends, family, communities, all working together as we should. We are the United States, not the government, not the economy, but the people. And the more people that come together and speak, then those people that are silent, just by seeing the great numbers of all of us that are not, will be encouraged, and they will be encouraged to slowly begin to add their voice to the mix, which is what it's all about. Our strength is our diversity. I love the frog. Such an unbelievable avatar for our resistance. You know, you wouldn't have imagined this probably this time last year, right? And that's a sign of our diverse genius. That's why they're attacking diversity. But they know through our diverse perspectives and voice, all united, we are going to take them down. We will get our government back. They know that. That's why they're attacking it. That's why they're afraid of it. So, as I see it, No Kings is coming up. And there are many creators that are out there giving good advice on what you should do if you're attending an event. The regime is probably going to pull out some stops on this one. And we know, of course, that the media is just going to go along with it. So we all need to do our best to be safe and yet document everything that we can, to resist their efforts to instill fear and show them clearly that we are not going to take this. We the people are united. We the people are strong. We the people will succeed. Go carefully, friends. Spirit be with you.